Ever feel like your thoughts are running the show? It's exhausting, and it's stealing your joy. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now really shook my world, not in a read this book and everything will be perfect kind of way, but by offering a roadmap to navigate life with more presence. It's about finding peace amidst the chaos, and I want to share 5 lessons that have profoundly impacted how I live. The mind's a tourist. Most people identify with their thinking. They think a thought, and they instantly are that thought. But your mind isn't you, it's more like a noisy tourist in your head, constantly narrating the past and predicting the future. It's entertaining, sometimes useful, but don't mistake its stories for reality. Here's what I think: recognizing this disconnect is the first step to true freedom. It's about creating space between you and your thoughts. Imagine you're about to give a presentation. Your mind starts firing off all sorts of worries. What if I mess up? What if they hate it? You become those fears, and your anxiety spikes. But what if you simply observed those thoughts as passing clouds? They're just stories, not necessarily truths. The ability to detach like that can be life-altering, a simple shift in perspective. Resisting reality equals suffering. We suffer when we resist what is. It's so tempting to fight against uncomfortable feelings, disappointing situations, or anything that doesn't align with our ideal vision. But resistance creates tension, and that tension is suffering. Acceptance isn't about liking everything, it's about acknowledging reality as it presents itself. Here's what I think: it's not passive, it's powerful. It frees you to respond effectively instead of being trapped in a loop of denial. Let's say you're passed over for a promotion. Your initial reaction might be anger or disappointment, totally valid. But resisting that feeling by telling yourself it shouldn't have happened only prolongs the pain. Accepting, okay, this didn't happen, allows you to assess what went wrong and move forward with clarity. The present is all there is. Our minds are masters of escaping the present moment. We're either replaying yesterday's mistakes or worrying about tomorrow's uncertainties. But life only happens in this very instant. The power to change anything lies here, now. Here's what I think: it's a constant practice, bringing your attention back to the breath, to your senses. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about tackling them from a place of grounded presence. Think about eating your favorite meal. How often do you truly savor each bite? Or are you already thinking about what's next on your to-do list? By consciously focusing on the taste, smell, and texture of the food, fully being in that moment, transforms a simple act into a mini meditation. Ego versus inner being. The ego, that sense of self built on achievements, possessions, and external validation, constantly demands more. It creates a feeling of lack, driving us to chase things we think will make us happy. But true happiness isn't found out there, it resides within. Here's what I think: this inner being is already whole, the ego just convinces you otherwise. Consider someone obsessed with social media likes. They constantly post, hoping for validation, yet never truly feel satisfied. Their ego is hungry, it needs external approval to feel worthy. Contrast that with someone who finds joy in simple acts of kindness and connection, without needing public recognition. Observe, don't react. So much of our behavior is reactive: we lash out, defend ourselves, or get swept away by emotions without conscious thought. Learning to pause, observe those impulses before acting creates a space for wise and intentional choices. Here's what I think: it's like hitting the pause button on autopilot. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Your immediate instinct might be to honk and yell. But what if you paused for a moment, observed your anger rising, and then consciously chose to take a deep breath instead? That small shift prevents unnecessary stress and maintains your inner peace. Quote from this book: the most fundamental truth about the now is that it can never be lost. You can't lose something you don't have. The power of now isn't a quick fix, but its principles offer a profound path to inner peace and fulfillment. It's been an ongoing journey for me, constantly reminding me to return to the present moment. If you found these lessons helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more insights on living a more mindful life.